Max, let's talk about toys and action figures.
Time to talk about toys.
All right.
So we've talked about these here and there on this show, but there's a line of action figures that is called SH Figuarts. They're made by Bandai. Sometimes they're called Tamashii Nations. I'm still unclear exactly what wording you're supposed to use when describing them. They've got like a bunch of different sort of private labels there. And I think it's safe to say they're some of the best action figures you can buy right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are people who love the 12-inch like soft goods, like Hot Toys figures. But as far as getting super articulated figures in a 6-inch scale, these are about the best thing that money can buy.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to take a minute to talk about them.
Yeah, we really like these. Now, for the record, I would say our philosophy with toys is that it's okay to spend a little more money on them when the quality is a lot better. And I think if you don't share that philosophy, that's okay. It's super easy to buy a $12 Luke Skywalker or a $20 6-inch Black Series Luke Skywalker, right? But in terms of some of these characters, I feel like this Bruce Lee is one of my favorite action figures ever made. It's just incredible. He comes with different hands and different faces.
These guys definitely don't skimp on accessories.
Yeah.
I got this Xenomorph. I think it was on sale. It wound up being like $30 total, and I was just playing with it like a little kid would. And it's got this, it's this iconic design, and they did a really good job with it.
Yeah, they're really fun to pose. They're usually going to run you around 50, 60, 70, 80, sometimes even more for deluxe versions.
Yeah, they do a bunch of Marvel Cinematic stuff that's pretty expensive, along with Star Wars figures, which are gorgeous, but they're actually really hard to collect because they'll do like a limited run, and then they'll be like really hard to track down after the fact. But some of them do stick around for a while. The Dragon Ball Z ones have been pretty easy to track. I think a company called Bluefin releases them stateside. I talked about this Goku on the show pretty recently, this little guy here. But they've got like a ton of those, and it looks like they're going pretty strong.
They also, if you collect Figmas, they kind of scale well with those.
I think they're like warring companies though.
Yeah,
I think the pegs and the hands are slightly different, so you can't mix and match. But
like I have like a Figma Twilight Princess Link, and I have like the Metroid Prime Samus and stuff like that, and the Zero Suit Samus, and they look really great together. They look like they're all sort of combined. I also really like the what they do at some of the human faces on some of these characters.
Yeah, they're great.
They're slightly stylized, and like I kind of appreciate that.
Yeah, this is Freddie Mercury, the lead singer of Queen. I think I also have the guys from Daft Punk floating around somewhere.
Yep.
And it's just funny because like these are figures who don't really need to pose that much, but it's really fun to pose them that much. Like Bruce Lee, he gets around. Like Freddie obviously danced around a bit on stage, but like the guys in Daft Punk, they mostly just stand behind a DJ booth and kind of do their thing. So
yeah, I appreciate how easy they are to pose to, and how sort of like liberal all of that is able to do, because it's sort of like you can get them into, like I had Bruce Lee like doing basically like kicks in the air, hanging on one foot with one hand up like this and one hand back, and it's like, yeah, most action figures can't do anything like that.
Yeah, they have a line of Ninja Turtles which actually have die-cast weights in the feet so that they can hold poses like with one foot directly in the air, and they'll hold a pose really well.
Yeah.
And they can be a little bit fragile if you're not careful, but if you're a discerning adult collector, it's not too bad.
So a bunch of these are on Amazon. I don't know if you got lucky with taxes, or there's a little extra money in your paycheck and you want something like genuinely beautiful to put on your desk that's also really fun to play with. Check out this line. Check out SH Figuarts, because they're super cool. Just typing that into Amazon will surprise you at like sort of the range. Like there's a Michael Jackson. There's
Michael Jackson's a Figma.
Is he a Figma?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Interesting. But yeah, they're kind of arbitrary with what they do at Star Wars. They are re-releasing the Return of the Jedi Luke, which I'm totally going to jump on because it's cool. He's in his like weird pajamas.
Yeah, it's like art major look to him.
I dig that a lot.
They still haven't done a Boba Fett for some reason.
That's crazy.
They've done a Django. They've done a Phasma.
There's like
but
Kylo Ren. Yeah,
they've got a bunch of them. So take a look at those. If you're a big Marvel fan, big Star Wars fan, they got a bunch of stuff out there. And basically, they're some of the best figures you can get. So we think that's the best toy line. If you'd like to see the worst toy line, check out these bootleg Mario figures that smell like gasoline and almost definitely got us sick. If you want proof that we really enjoy toys and know what we're talking about, let us give you a little tour of our desk. It's very messy and covered in toys. Wacha! Watch Up at Noon every Thursday at noon Pacific time on IGN. They make us say that at the end of every video. Good night.